to allow them to detect people faster in an urban search and rescue environment. We also have the ability to drop things off for people we find in the rubble. So normally the dog simply finds people, but now we give the dog the ability to actually drop supplies like a radio or first aid kits or food or water. One of the people here today is Cristina Ribeiro. She's my Master of Science student, or my graduate student from the University of Guelph. And she's working on a project called Canine Pose Estimation.
What we're doing is we're just trying to assess what the canine is doing at any given point when they're conducting a search, because many times you can't see what they're doing. You're not allowed into the disaster zone. My thesis is basically mounting some sensors, accelerometers specifically, onto the canine, and then from that programmed an algorithm that can determine pose from angles that are inferred from the accelerations that we read off the dog. An accelerometer is just a sensor. It basically measures acceleration.
Okay, Cristina.
What we'll do is strap on the accelerometers onto the canine. Once we have it firmly in place and secure, then we will start up the system. We'll have a wireless mesh network surrounding the disaster zone so that we have connectivity and can transmit that data from the canine to a laptop, which would be carried by the canine handler. And on that laptop is the algorithm that then determines the canine pose. So once that data starts getting transmitted as the canine goes about its search and performs those different poses, we can then see that on the laptop from far away. It helps reduce the search times, which is very important because the longer that people are out there without food or water, the less likely they are to survive. Also, the handlers are aware of the situation that the dog is in, whether they could be in harm, they can react accordingly as a result.
The Canine Remote Deployment System actually rides around in trucks, operational trucks, and is available for emergencies. The constable who is partnered with us, he has one of the first units that allow us to provide our technology free of charge to the Ontario people.
The potential benefit of canine augmentation technology is clear. The system saves lives by assisting the dogs in finding and facilitating the rescue of live people who may be trapped. Not only does the Veterinary Emergency Clinic offer critical care to animals in distress, they are also behind a life-saving initiative for cats.
The feline blood donor program at the Veterinary Emergency Clinic is a fairly unique program, I think, certainly in Ontario. We can obtain dog blood very easily from a number of commercial blood banks. However, feline blood is more difficult to obtain. Cats are not as amenable to being handled for a donation. Their blood doesn't store as well. And overall, the demand has been less because I think it's not as available. So what we started here is that we have a large colony of cats, if you will. We have actually 22 cats that are in our blood donor program right now that we are responsible for their health care and their maintenance of. However, they don't live here. We have fostered them out to homes, so they get to live a normal life in somebody's home, sleep on their bed and do what they do, but we take responsibility for their food, their litter, their care. In fact, we are required that they come in every 6 to 8 weeks to make a donation. They stay with us for the day for that and then go back to their regular home. So after a year, our goal is hopefully the foster family will adopt them, or if they cannot adopt them, they come back to us and we adopt them out to a home.
Is it humane? I have to ask.
They're all anesthetized for the procedure, so they don't feel anything. It is as humane, I think, as we can make it, and we certainly improve that by getting them out to foster homes. These are all cats that otherwise didn't have homes. These are all from shelters. These are all cats that needed to find a home, and we have been 100% successful in adopting all of ours out, and we've been doing this for over 3 years. I think I started doing this because I really like the science of it, the investigation of it, and this particular field of practice satisfies me in that I do get the beginning, the middle, and the end. I like the adrenaline rush, I think, and I like making a difference. Nobody comes in here for something minor. I can make a real difference that day, and that's important to me.
Ranging from trauma to disease, the Veterinary Emergency Clinic provides fast and efficient medical care for our beloved four-legged friends. For Pet Central, I'm Candice Batista.